me also check out your mic. All right. Let me hear from the people here. Am I audible to you? Visible to you?
Yes, Sriram.
Yes, you are.
Fantastic. Nice. So 1 hour has gone. We have completed our exams. Now time to talk about the exam. So before I go there, people who are taking still, the exams are going on. You have a few more questions to complete. I recommend you to mute yourself so you don't get, reduce the volume so you don't get disturbed. Okay. Fantastic. Right. Let's start the conversation. I know you're all very involved in the question paper now. First, we'll get the hands up. Who all have a question? Please put your hands up in the emoji so we know that you have questions. So people in the YouTube, if you have questions, please feel free to put in the chat box so that we can answer the questions. Coming back here, how is your level right now? The people who started from the month of January, how many weeks have crossed now? 40 questions exam?
5th week.
5, yeah.
5th exam. Okay. All right. Nice to see. 5th week. Does it show some sort of improvement for you? The way you look at the questions?
Yes, Sriram.
Is it? Okay, but your face, some of your face, I'm seeing that still you're tense. You didn't expect this, man. I thought more scores will come. Vinay, specifically. I'm seeing Vinay as, ooh, man. Okay. So anyone felt that your scores are getting better? Leave the scores part. Reading ability has improved than the last week.
Yes, Sriram.
Yes,
Last
sir.
week it took me like 40 minutes. Now, like 7 minutes before that only I have completed all my questions apart from scores.
Okay.
Even that holds true for me, even Shriram. It is
Okay. All right.
That's true for me, but like I have completed that exam 7 or 8 minutes ago or earlier, but my score is reduced. Last time it was around 50, but this time it is 43%.
Okay. But the questions pattern would be something different. When I say pattern, some new model question you have attended today. Or do you
Yes.
found your question reading ability has to change something?
Yeah, it seems to be like the reading ability changed. So I can try to quickly grab those questions. But
Nice.
anyhow, might be it is not connected too much, so the answer is not
Nice. Good.
up to the mark.
Good. Is it possible to see some of you? You can show your face. Because after the classes gets over, not sure whether you gained weight, reduced weight, you look pretty smart. What happened there? Huh? Some of the faces I can see. Nice to see. Some of the faces I never seen. Always I hear only voice. Put your face for the name. Okay, nice, good. Thanks a lot for coming up here.
First, I'll run with a shortage of the time. I'm able to attend only 33 questions out of 40. Meanwhile, my time gets over.
Okay. So it happens. So now one thing you learned is you have to go completing some questions which you read 3-4 times. Maybe some questions you read more than 3 minutes, possibly. Yeah?
Yes.
Possible. All right. First, thanks a lot for everyone attending today. Why we are doing this is it's a weekly exam to make ourselves see where we stand. It is not about intensity of exam keep changing. We keep shuffling questions from thousands of questions. Some of the questions are repeated for you. Do anyone got the same question which you did last time or sometime 2 weeks back? Not even one? Shakes, man. So the shuffling is working properly.
I just came across one question which was discussed in last week, but not like I have attempted it.
Okay. So which means the logic is working well. So we are happy on that part. But another thing is this exam is weekly. The reason of keeping weekly is you get a time to read from Monday to Friday. Even if you don't read, you took an exam today, you get a feel, checks, man. Next time I'll read and come. That's a feel sometimes we get to bring that idea only by doing this exam. On top of that, bring up a discussion ideas here. Some of you took exams on the Monday to Friday, full exams. 180 questions, or in WhatsApp chat, you took questions. This is a one point to discuss. And because I see some of us put a message in WhatsApp, Shri, can you explain this? I'm so happy to explain, but they will throw me out of my company where I'm working. So it's getting a little tough for me to handle all your questions. So I know we are in the professional environment. You are a manager, I'm working as a manager. So we have our own packed days, right? So when we bring this on a Saturday or a Sunday, calm compose, I can answer. If not, I have to answer it somewhere standing in the lift area. So rather, I want to do it in a right way with you. So that is one reason of keeping this question as a session. At the same time, I want you to see progressing to complete exams in the month of February, March, and April. Do I have people for the exams getting to February here? First, I want to attend the February.
Yeah, Puneet here.
Puneet
I
is
think
for
I
February.
spoke last week also. My mock scores for 3 full mock is improved. Last week I was around 52.
Okay.
Now this week 62, 65, 68, somewhere I'm getting. But I scheduled at 21st. Do you recommend me to postpone a bit, or what do you think?
More than 21st, you can say day after tomorrow or next day. Okay, it's pretty close, man. Okay, right. I know. That's what it is. So we are in chat, right?
Yes.
Okay. What was the last hint I given to you?
You recommended to take 3 more weeks actually. So that is what I thought. I will take more mocks to just validate myself, but I'm still below 70, like 65, 60.
That's okay. Below 70 is not a problem. But did you hit last exam score? What do you got?
68.
68. Okay, that's a good, decent score. But let's keep the scores aside. How is your confidence level when you sit for the 180 questions?
It's quite confident, but I'm at 70% only, Sriram. So 30%.
That's okay. That's okay.
Still,
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry. 70 is one of the mark to be there. Doesn't mean all the people should get 70. Some of them, when they go to the main exam, the acceleration goes high. Okay, coming back to the next point is, are you working in an agile environment?
No, Sriram.
Okay, then we have to rethink on it, because exam is going to have a good amount of agile questions. If in this last exam also you faced more agile, but you are confident in answering, then we should step in. Okay. Did you have more questions in agile in the last exam?
Yes, Sriram. Agile, I feel a little more confident actually.
More confident. Okay, then it is fine. So Puneet, what we'll do is we'll move forward. If you are comfortable to take next 2-3 days off from work and focus on last minute push of certain topics. Or if you feel, no, I feel a little more confident needed, that's why I would have chatted with you, ask you to buy 3 more weeks time. The reason is to get the depth of it. It depends on your urgency in your office and the money which you have to pay for rescheduling.
Correct.
If these 2 factors are not a big strain for you, I would say buy 2 more weeks or 3 more weeks. If not, go for it. When you say go for it, I would say that next 3 days, you have to stop all your full exams. Take only chapter test in stakeholder, resource management, and agile questions.
Okay.
Yeah. And message me the WhatsApp. Maybe I missed your WhatsApp yesterday or today. Send the WhatsApp to me so that I will tell you last 2-3 days what you have to read. Let's do this. And you feel confident that you hit the exam. Even tomorrow, you can decide whether to go for the main exam or postpone for 2 more weeks.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
I'll let you know.
Good. But we have to analyze the 68% what you got right now. You have to analyze all the questions.
Sure. I'll do that. Yeah.
But it's good. Your gum to 68 is a really good score. Be happy.
Thank you.
All right. That's on February. I have a few more people who have questions. Basama, Ankita, Kapil are having questions. Before I go there, anyone for February exam?
Tomorrow.
PMP. Yusuf G, PMP certified. Okay. So PMP certified, what are you doing here?
No, just came to see you and get motivation for tomorrow's exam for ACP.
ACP. Okay, nice. I know you are not directly working completely in Agile. Is that right?
True, very true.
Okay, very good. But after with the PMP, ACP classes, now you can say yourself you are strong on Agile right now.
Yeah, confident, but the fear of failure is always there, evolving in the back of.
That will be there. That will be always will be there. How many full exams you have taken in ACP now?
Almost 4 to 5 full mock done.
Full mock. Any one of that started crossing 73, 72?
Yeah, it crossed 80 also somewhere.
80 crossed, right? Okay, good. Even Agile working guys won't get 80, man. You are getting 80. Okay, nice to know. Okay, now for the exam part, PMI ACP exam, don't underestimate. Okay, since you did a PMP, don't underestimate.
Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah, PMI ACP is a cousin sister, but still you cannot underestimate. She
Very
too
true,
knows
because
martial art, karate, everything. So be careful. Okay.
it's completely fine-tuned, like accuracy and precision difference kind
Perfect.
of thing is there in the Agile.
Perfect. So now what you have to do for next day is you can stop reading the whole books what you're reading right now. If I ask you one thing to check is, in Mike Griffith book, there is 12 principles are explained by paragraph. Each principle would be given by 12 paragraphs will be there. You have to sit and completely read one more time the 12 paragraphs of each principle. Okay. Why you have to read is, in exam, you're going to have 120 questions. Right? So now all these questions will have a direct or indirect connection with these paragraphs. Okay. When they say 12 principles, they talk about the simplicity, art of maximizing amount of work not done. Related to this itself, you'll get 5 to 8 questions. They'll put in a different way to see, have you understood the concept that work doesn't mean you have to do everything. Certain work can be ignored, which doesn't have a priority because it doesn't go and give the market value. So they'll try to see whether you get that context clearly. So the next one day, if you want to spend next 2 hours, 3 hours, you can spend to read those 12 paragraphs. That is 12 principles clearly. That is understanding on the concept. In exam, you will not see any question, how many core values are in Scrum? How many team members will be in the Scrum? Those questions never comes in PMI. PMI will only ask situation. They'll put on a spot as a Scrum Master, as a product owner, as a servant leader, as a team member. Only trouble with the PMI ACP is it will not stick to one role. It will go to multiple places. In PMP, it's only one role, project manager. Right? So it's one way it's better with the PMP. ACP, it goes to multiple roles. So every time when I ask a question, be a little careful whom they are targeting. Is it for the team? When they say team, it includes Scrum Master, team members, product owner.
Exactly. See, I want to understand this. When they say sometimes Agile team is inclusive of PO, sometimes they say no, Agile team should not prioritize, or they are excluding the PO from the team.
Little tricky. So you can understand, are they talking on the process side or a product side? If it's a product side, product owner and the team can decide. If it's on the process side, many places a Scrum Master will have an upper hand. So, right, let's not go too deep inside the class right now. But what I want to tell you is, what you read is fine. You got 80%. You are good for the examination. You can go for exam. You will smoothly clear the exam. Nothing to worry. But only thing is, keep these 12 principles back of your mind whenever you answer the question. When you see a question you got stuck, recall it. Okay, what this principle says. Let me answer. If you do by that, I'm sure the exam will be cakewalk for you. Yeah.
Okay. Done.
Fantastic, man. 2 PMI certificates on your hand on the way.
Hopefully, I message you positively tomorrow morning.
Perfect. And you are going to center or home?
Center, of course, center.
Center. Okay. One information to you: there is no break in this exam, official break.
But I can take break.
You can take 3 hours. Exam happens. Schedule yourself. First 1.5 hours, you will take one set of questions. Next 1.5 hours. So take a break. You yourself plan that after 1.5 hours, put your hands up. They'll call you. You can go out, come back and start. But your time will keep running. So be quick enough to do something and come back.
Okay. Sorry to ask you again this simple question. The timer will be countdown, right? 180.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Only number will be running. No watch, no mobile, no computer timer. Okay.
Okay.
Right. Remember to take a couple of ID cards, a photo with your signature.
Yeah. Last time I missed it. Sure.
That's the reason I'm saying. Okay. You will do it better. I have a lot of confidence at you. Okay. Do well. And tomorrow message me once you clear the examination.
Thank you.
Super good. All the best. Carry on. Yeah.
See, I just got a follow-up question with that, with really explaining. There will be a system time which is running like it is 4:20 p.m. now?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So it's going to be like an application running. It's an application. It's a PMI Pearson application starts coming, blue color screen or white color screen. it will block everything. Your keyboard itself, only 2 keys, 3 keys will work. Not everything will work. They'll block everything and then it start posting. In the screen, you will see a number 230. That is a 230 minutes. That's why your PMI exam starts. This is for PMP. ACP number of time is lesser.
Okay, then
right,
watch
guys.
will be allowed. One more question. Will our watch be allowed? Watch.
Where watch is there? Why you want a computer timer?
Yeah, just wanted to confirm that they will not allow anything.
In exam hall, only your dress and your brain is allowed. Nothing else allowed. All outside. Okay. But brain, please carry with you. That we cannot do anything. So only your brain and dress allowed. Over jackets are not allowed, and watch not allowed, mobile not allowed, wallet not allowed, pocket should be empty. More gold chains or things are where they'll ask you to remove it out. Too many bracelets will ask you to remove it out. Okay. Somebody recently got married, you come there, please be careful. You have to remove 5 kilo, 6 kilo out of your body. That's all there. All right. Jokes apart. Let's get inside. Anyone else for February?
Yes, Shri. This is Kavita.
Kavita for February. What is the date for exam?
Thursday, 23rd of February.
23rd. How many full exam completed?
I have completed 4 full mocks.
Okay. What's the last full mock exam now?
The last full mock I got 71%.
Very good. Nice. Clear. Next full exam. Are you planning something for the 5th exam?
Yeah, today I was supposed to take, but it did not happen. Tomorrow I'll take it.
Tomorrow you're going to take it. Very good. Nice. Do it. And have you read this project managers, team members' roles, ethics clearly?
Yes.
You're good with those terminologies clear, right? That's fine. Have you done stakeholder resource management agile questions, chapter test?
Chapter test I have to, maybe I'll attempt once more once I complete with the full mock.
That you can do. Are you reading keywords in agile practice guidebook? That is glossary.
Glossary, only some important terms I have gone through, but not all.
All right. So give me a hi message in the WhatsApp. I will give you some last minute preparation for the last 3 days. You have to work out that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Perfect. Let's get to the question paper. Before that, anyone else for February? Super. Let's start with Basama. So you can share the screen and bring up a question. We'll start the conversation.
Sure,
People who have questions, keep your question ready and put your hands up so I know that you have a question. So Basama, you have option to share the screen right now. Yeah, you are sharing. Very good. Nice.
Actually, I got this question, matrix diagram. So wanted to understand. I got to know like it will be like x-axis and y-axis. Just wanted to like get more information from your end. I'll read the question. Matrix diagram helps find the strengths of the relationships among different factors, causes, and objectives that exist between the rows and columns that form the matrix. It can be used to sort quality requirements and identify the requirements that are more critical. In this context, which of the following is true? Okay, so should I read the answers also?
Wait. First, what's the ask in the question?
Matrix diagram.
They want to talk about matrix. And what matrix diagram is all about?
It's like quality requirements and identify the requirements that are more crucial. So that like sorting the quality requirements and identifying the requirements that are more crucial, like two inputs kind of. Yeah.
Okay, before you go there, are we clear of what is matrix diagram they're referring to here? Or are we have we seen the matrix diagram details what they're talking here? There's a question for everyone here. Do anyone see the matrix diagram, what they mean here?
I have not seen Shri.
Okay. So is this answer is going to be by assumption, or are we going to answer by knowledge?
If it comes to me, I might have gone by assumptions.
I'm sorry, repeat again.
Ankita here, so if this question might have come, maybe I have gone via assumption.
Assumptions. Okay. Okay. Not much you have done it. Okay. Not much, but in the books, have anyone read it? Anywhere, somewhere in the books, you have seen this concept?
I have not seen it, Shri.
Not seen it. So it is something totally out of the context question. All right. So these questions or these kind of questions comes in, it could come in the exam also, because when they say exam content outline, they can ask anywhere. Some of the questions you never read in the book. So it's going to be totally on the assumptions. So let us try what it is all about. But before going to the answers, I want to see, is this question asking us to do any specification on the matrix diagram, or are they asking us to prove or tell that is this right? So if you look at the question, it's asking in this context, which of the following is true? They're asking which are true here. When they say which are true here, first of all, I should know what it mean. If I don't know what it mean, I cannot tell what is true. Totally, it will be assumptions. So Basama, how your answering ability started for this question? By assumptions or by knowledge?
It is by knowledge what is matrix diagram.
Very good, very good. So what is your understanding of matrix diagram?
It will have the axes and it will be kind of a box, like it's like
X and Y axis will be there. Very good.
Correct.
Nice. Nice. Then what else?
Like two factors will be involved, both the side, one, and there can be third.
Okay.
Triangular shape.
Okay. Okay, please go ahead. Now we'll go ahead with the answers. How many choices you have to do? You have to do 3 choices.
3.
We have done 3 here. Go ahead. Which one is the one assumptions or correct answers here?
I went for an assumption of X. X looked for me as a 2-dimensional thing. So X-shaped matrix creates a relationship between 3 groups of items and displays in a 3D. It looked like a triangle for me, so I thought I picked that.
Okay. How about other 3? Are you clear on what you've chosen already? 2 things. L-shaped matrix.
I understand. 2 items will be there in the L shape.
Okay.
Y shape will be 3 items.
Okay.
This is displayed in a circular diagram for better understanding. I did not understand this, but I understood 3 groups.
Okay.
Then T-shaped matrix circulates the relation with 3 groups. As it says 3 groups, I thought this will be the answer, like 3-dimensional kind of thing.
Okay. So X-shaped you thought could be right answer. So why you thought X-shaped is the right answer?
It involves 3 groups.
Okay. Just some chat running up for me.
The T, I thought it is 2 groups, but it may be the mistake which is written 3 groups. T will be like up and down. That's
up and down only, right? Top layer and the bottom layer. Okay, now what is the justification here? Go ahead for justification.
Okay, all the listed options are matrix diagrams. However, the C-shaped matrix creates a relationship within 3 groups of the items and displays it in a 3D. Okay. The X-shaped matrix creates a relationship within 4 groups of items. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, like X.
You get that.
C is kind of 3D.
Okay. Right. So you mentioned that you are aware of this matrix diagram, right? So where it is matrix diagram used now in your knowledge?
It is based on my engineering skills.
Engineering.
It's not
okay,
like
where
written
are you
anywhere. It is. I don't remember, but we use in the projects also, like create some diagrams and all.
Okay.
Tables and all. Yeah.
Okay.
Shriram,
So
I just recall something like related to this. As house of quality, I saw some diagram before in total quality management, and there I can just faintly remember like there are some relationship which has all like L, T, and Y. So the upper portion of house has Y shape, and the down portion is inverted T shape, and
you got it.
L shape is anywhere there.
Yeah, got it. So why not X shape coming in? Anything you recall from your memory?
X shape is not there, so I just googled it based on what I'm recalling. So I will share it post Basamma.
Okay, yeah, please share it. It's a good discussion. Pasama, probably we can stop sharing yours so we can take a Kapil here. Yes, Kapil, go ahead. Let's see the content and come back to the question again.
Yeah.
Always good to learn something.
So I just googled it.
Okay.
Since I was having this in my mind. So when this top of house will see, this is Y-shaped relation. Actually, this will not be zoomed. I will
okay, fine. Go ahead.
I will search for different photo if it is.
Benefit of all. Boom, 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 boom. Somebody looking at this diagram will feel, is it part of PMP? Okay.
Probably we
It's okay.
don't have
It's
bigger
okay.
size.
Yeah. Go for that one which you chosen already. Let's proceed and move forward. Okay, here
Yeah,
it goes.
so the top of house is a Y-shaped relationship among the factors. So this is one, and L shape is anyway there, like here
X
to
and
here,
Y.
X to Y. And inverted T is there on bottom. So some parameters are there on bottom. So if you see at bottom, you are having some parameter in matrix.
Yeah.
And left and right also we do have. So this constitute T shape, inverted T shape.
Inverted T shape. That's a message there.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I can correlate with this, but I have never read about this.
No, not in the books. Not in the books. Some questions will pop up like this. Through that question only you learn the concept itself. So it won't be in the book also. All right. Thanks, Kapil. I'll appreciate your engineering knowledge or knowledge what you had. Okay, guys, let's get back. So Basama, what is it? Did you got something?
Yes, Shri. I got the answer clarified.
Okay, nice to know. But good bringing up this kind of questions, which makes people recall some old days also. Okay. Good, Basama. Any other questions you have?
No, Shri. Thank you.
Very good. Let's get to Ankita.
I'll quickly share my screen.
Yes, please. So people have questions, please put your hands up. So I know that you have here. I know some of you reached out to me over the week on the WhatsApp. Some questions I replied, some didn't reply. Bring up here today. This is the point to talk. Go ahead.
So Shri, this question, I'm just trying to understand. Halfway through a year-long project, a hardware supplier sends a project manager notice of an intent to increase price due to fluctuating rates of exchange. The project manager is unsure of their negotiating authority. Which document should the project manager reference? So I did not understand, like, their negotiating authority. Is it the supplier negotiating authority or project manager himself?
Okay. So first thing, are we aware that when a project is getting initiated, there is something called project charter is prepared by sponsor and the upper management. Yeah. So why a sponsor and upper management has to prepare a charter is to show the high level vision of the project, high level scope, high level risk, and some of the factors in the project. On top of that, a very important thing in a charter is giving an authority to a person called project manager, he or she, who can utilize the resources of the organization, who can negotiate, who can make decisions based on the data. And this information has been well written in the charter. Also, it can give some highlight of what all the areas a project manager can contribute. So now, procurement management plan is a nice place, but what procurement management plan will do is it will talk about how this organization, this project will do procurement, how vendor management will work here, on what frequency we will go and evaluate our vendor, what is our make or buy decision model we will follow here, what is the source selection criteria model we will follow here. Those all will come here, but we will not talk about what is authority of a manager. But authority is important there.
Yeah, got it. So it's towards the project manager. And there's one more question. Jane is worried about her project because many of her tasks are moving slowly and two critical tasks may slip. She conducts a thorough resource analysis and finds out that there are 5 people who will be free next week. She would like to assign those people to finish her task early and prevent the project completion date for slipping. This is an example of, so why I have selected resource leveling is because I thought that as she was going through the resource analysis, maybe those are the resources which are already a part of the project that she is handling. But that's not the case, I think so, as per the answer that is being placed.
Okay, let me understand the context here. Jane is worried about her project. Why is worried? She is worried. Many of her tasks are moving slowly. Two critical tasks may slip. One is moving slowly, critical task. So critical task can be part of critical path, right?
Yeah.
So if I delay it, I may not be able to complete it on time. Very good. So what to do here? She conducts a thorough reserve analysis and finds out that there are 5 people who will be free next week. Okay, non-critical path activity people are getting free. Now what to do? She would like to assign those people to finish her task early and prevent project completion date from slipping. She would like to assign those people to finish her task early. Early. Word early is important. So instead of completing in 5 days, I want to complete in 3 days. So already you have planned 5 people to handle those items, but I'm adding another 5 more people. Because of that, getting 10 people. So I'm trying to complete the early work. Okay. Okay. What is an example of it? Okay, nice. Some good example given. Nice, understood. Now, what did resource leveling mean as per your understanding?
So it means that there should be not much variation in the number of resource who is a part of the project. So it should not happen. For example, for the one iteration, we have 3 resource available, and for the next iteration, there are 10 of them, which is available as per my understanding. So the project manager makes sure that the resource are optimized when they are a part of a project.
So I believe there are 2 keywords given in the question, Shriram. So one is question says like a project is moving slowly. So that is one part, and second part is putting in additional resources. So resource leveling is contradicting both these keywords, because when you do resource leveling, you will extend the time because it never crashes the time. And second, putting extra resource would give you crashing, not the resource leveling. That's my understanding.
Yeah, I do agree with that point, because resource leveling do increase the schedule time, but does not crash it. Okay. Yeah, got it, Sriram. Thanks, Kapil.
Okay, wait. A good answer. Thanks, Kapil. Let me go the same track. If resource leveling will extend the time, then what is resource smoothing?
Can I explain?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, resource smoothing is you are giving little bit buffer for the resource to accommodate their some extra other things other than the project work. It's like 8 hours of capacity is allocated for this, but you can allocate 6 hours. That's the resource smoothing.
Does it mean you will allow that project time get extended or not extended?
Project time.
In resource smoothing, if the resource is doing a multitasking and the activity needs 8 hours and it's not on the critical path, the resource can start the work a bit late to accommodate that work in that hours. So that's smoothing. That's what I understand.
I think the keyword in smoothing is float. If some activities are on float and the resources are available, then how we can spread out.
So one thing what we observed from what Kapil was mentioning is resource leveling is you may extend the time a little more extra because of people not available. We try to pull it instead of completing on February 25th. You're going to ask for February 28th. Within this, you'll start playing with your resource so that you'll be able to complete the work. Is that right, Kapil? That's what you want to mean?
Yes, sure.
Okay. When you say resource smoothing, we said February 25th. There is no change in the date. Date is going to be the same.
Yes.
But what do you do here? Now, what do you do here? You will add more people?
No, for example, we can add more people considering on non-critical path. If I have some of resources where I do have some float available.
Available. There are the messages. So when you see a float, what is a float? In non-critical path, there will be some activities which have some time which can play around. That people and number can come here where your resources smooth it out so that you will be able to use their time here to make the work happen. Now, question back here. Now, what way it is different with this question? Are we looking same like resource smoothing here?
But that option is not there.
We are looking similar, but we are putting from external project or external setup.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But
All
that
right.
is like different. It's not a smoothing.
Yes, they didn't specifically mention non-critical path. There are some items coming out which is on the float that's not being mentioned. Also, they say that she conducted a thorough resource analysis. When you use the word resource analysis, it could be a broader term, which could talk for multiple. When I say use the word resource, it's not a human. It can be human, material, equipment, all three. Okay, you're going to see multiple factors. On top of that, she understood 5 people who will be free by next week. We don't know which project they are. We don't know which assignment they are. She would like to assign those people to finish her task early. Early. We are not trying to finish it on time. It's on early. See, when you go on a resource smoothing, it's going to be on the time only properly. To critically, you will complete it. Provided some people from float, you pull it. But here you want something to be done early. Instead of tomorrow, today it's going to be completed. Whenever you see some urgency, some more people are getting added, it is kind of a crashing. Prime Minister is visiting your locality. Suddenly all municipality people come there, clean the road, make a proper thar there, make everything happen, which means they're crashing. They add more people to complete the work a day before, because Prime Minister is coming only tomorrow evening, but today morning also roads will be ready, which means you try to prepone and complete things. Ankita is looking, these meaning are in this question. Is it so?
Yeah, got it. Because this is something I got confused with 5 people, whether from the same team or not. But yeah, as mentioned, resource leveling, the
Early.
schedule can be increased.
Early is the keyword. Early is the keyword.
Early is a keyword. Thank you.
Nice. Fantastic, Ankita. Let's go to Kapil. Yes, Kapil.
So is my screen visible? Hope it is.
Loading. Loaded.
Okay. So this is question number 121. So it says like during a project update meeting, one of the key stakeholders expressed his displeasure over the project management approach. 1% of product deliverables had minor defect, which required a rework. This stakeholder has been a resisting stakeholder so far. What must be the project manager do to bring the future project performance in line with the approved quality requirements? So they are looking for the solution so that the mistake won't repeat or the defect won't repeat. And the options given are: ignore the complaint from the resisting stakeholder, investigate the root cause and identify the required defect repair, investigate the root cause and identify the required corrective action, and the last one is preventive action. So I ruled out first two. I was confused in C and D.
Yeah,
but I went ahead with preventive action, considering like it will not repeat in future.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see the key of the question. So what is the key as per you in the question?
Key is like
1% of the produced deliverables had minor defects which required a rework. So it's going to be rework. Rework, you call it a rework. Do you see as a keyword?
But rework is already happened. That's what I understood.
Had minor defects which required a rework. Okay, let me park it there. Required a rework. It's still open.
Okay.
This stakeholder has been a resisting stakeholder so far. So stakeholder terms are not good. Resisting. Okay. What must be the project manager do to bring the future project performance in line with the approved quality requirements? Hey, with the approved quality requirements, it is not talking about baselines. See, one thing you have to be very careful when you talk about preventive, corrective, defect repair, all this goes on. We call it as performance measurement baselines. You remember that performance measurement baselines? 3 things are there: scope baseline, schedule baseline, cost baseline. Yeah. We will always see is our action is aligning with these baselines. Based on that, we'll do corrective, preventive, and defect repair. Now here, when you see here, I can see the second sentence still open. 1% of the produced deliverables had a minor defect which required a rework. Okay. And you also see that the customer is a resistant person. Okay. Let's go a little more. What you have to do to bring future project performance in line with approved quality requirements, which means First, you have to correct the mistakes what you did. Are you doing something? Are you planning something to do here, which is going to prevent your future? Yes, it is needed, but before that, I'm saying that one is hanging out, which was being defective identified.
But options, whatever they have given, rules out that, because they are not talking about that. The question focuses on future project performance.
Yeah, in line with the approved quality. What is approved quality requirements? Let's understand that. What is approved quality requirements?
It is as per quality management plan.
Right. So you say the plan says, hey guys, the standard of the product should be X parameter, X numbers. Let's say 0.5. That's a parameter. If something has not met with this parameter, what we have to do? Are we going to correct the quality requirements, or as per the quality requirements, we're going to fix the product? What are you going to do? Because this quality requirement is given by whom?
Quality requirements are given by product owner or
customer.
The customer.
Primarily customer plus our quality department. Both combined together, they sign off saying that, hey guys, this is a parameter. Every product should come out with a number called 0.005. This is a parameter measurement. Something does not meet this requirement, then we have to fix it. Okay. But the problem here is, they say stakeholder is a resistant stakeholder. That guy is not going to bend down. The requirement is finalized. This is what you have to give me. Now, when I want to do something for current, present, and future, I'm not going to touch my quality requirements. The requirement is as it is. But my product should meet that requirement. Are we clear on that?
But I also feel like this sentence, stakeholder, has been resisting stakeholder is a distractor. It is nothing to do with the question asked.
It can also be that, right? There is something called Six Sigma. In Six Sigma, you have 99.99999, right? Which says 0.3 or 3.4 product can be defective. Right. You can argue that, man, 1% of the produced deliverables had minor defects, not major defects, minor defects. So you will tell that, guys, proceed with what we are given. Going forward, rest of 99% will deliver it to the quality. You will argue that I'm following 3 Sigma, I'm following 5 Sigma, 6 Sigma. But they want to put it very clearly that, hey, you know what? This guy is resistant, which means you cannot go and argue back. Requirement is requirement. But anyway, let's park it here. Let's read the justification. Read the justification.
If any stakeholder resisting or supporting identifies any issue, it must be addressed. The defect have already been identified and fixed. The scenario is talking about an action that would bring the future performance, future project performance in line with the approved quality requirements. This is a corrective action.
Yeah, it is. The line there is slightly misleading, which says identified and fixed. Because the question is still open there. 1% of the product deliverables had minor defects which required a rework. Which means could be considered as fixed. Okay. Okay, let's leave all this part. How do you think it's a preventive action? What action we're doing here?
So my understanding was like, if anything we are doing to prevent the occurrence of the defect in future is a preventive action. And anything which we are doing.
No, not like that. Have you read this 3 terms in change control management, which talks about corrective, preventive, defect repair? 3 terms?
Yes.
Okay. In this, when they say preventive, it is not about the product defect you fix as a preventive. It is about the plans and the way we work on based on the performance baselines, 3 baselines. We have scope, schedule, cost. We would see that what is a trending factor right now? What is happening in the project right now? Based on this, we will draft a way to prevent it. For example, in EVM calculation, if you remember earned value management, we learned something called CPI, TCPI. Now, if you remember that, we will see cost performance index is a 0.8% or 0.8 now. And then you will draft a plan. How do I prevent my project from drifting away from what they have to do? So what you do, you start working on TCPI, to complete performance index, and you will give a different percentage. Based on that, you will work to adjust your plans or modify your plans or improve the things. You are preventing by project falling away from your performance baseline. Yeah, that is what they mean by in the prevention part.
Okay.
When it comes to defect, it talks about correction or defect repair. Two things will come here. That too, specifically they mention quality requirements. I feel that it should be corrective. But where I'm a little stuck here is they're talking about required to rework. At the same time, there is no specification of what has been done. That's where it's hitting hard. Okay, let's keep this question as open right now. We will again go back and read those CCB part, where they talk about these 3 parameters.
Sure,
let's see this question again.
There is one more question. So you are managing an agile project for your software development organization. As the team learns more about the product they are building, new features are added to the release plan. If the team's story size estimates are consistent and nothing else changes, which of the following least likely to happen?
Okay, tricky question.
So the option given are the team's velocity might get reduced, total story points might get increased, burnup can appear on the release burnout chart, and the last one is the number of iteration might get increased.
Okay. Okay. Okay, let's see
I have
this
selected
question.
total story point might get increased.
Okay.
Considering like anyway, it won't have any impact on total story points.
Let's see that. You are managing an agile project for your software development organization. Okay. As a team learns more about the product they are building. Okay. Knowledge gathering is happening. Okay. It's from the cone of uncertainty. Okay. New features are added to the release plan. New features. Let's imagine Zoom. In Zoom, we have audio as a feature, video as a feature, background picture as a feature. New features are keeping added. If the team's story size estimates are consistent and nothing else changes, which of the following is least likely to happen? Before I say least likely, most likely what will happen? The number of iterations might be increased. Do you agree D will happen? Number of least, most likely. I'm talking not least, most likely. So
most likely it happen.
New features. Let's go by the keyword new features. When I add new features, my iterations goes high, isn't it? Instead of 10 iterations, it will go 12 iterations, then 14 iterations, keep on adding.
Right.
Okay. The burn up can appear on the release burn down chart. The burn up can appear on the release burn down chart. Burn up can appear on the release burn down. Okay. In release burn down chart, the burn up can appear. In the sense, you keep adding more. When the features are getting added, you see more addition of things happening on the burn up chart. These two are clear, right? C and D are clear.
Right.
Total story points might get increased. Okay, now I'll connect answer B with the D. In D, you're telling more iterations will come because we're adding more features. Is it possible total story points also will get increased because more stories getting added? When the feature gets added, feature will have stories also.
Possible,
right? So most likely you have B can happen, C can happen, D can happen. Let us see why A is correct. The team's velocity might get reduced. Are you sure?
Okay, I got the point. Yeah, I got it, Shriram. Yeah.
Right. Velocity can increase also, right? It doesn't mean it has to be reduced. So
Right.
where is the key in the question is new feature adding is the key. If you get that and you see, rather seeing by least likely, if you see from most likely, when a new feature getting added, most likely what all will happen, you will get the least likely. But tricky question. Tricky question. Okay, nice.
Okay.
Do anyone got the same model of question today?
It's not from today, Shriram. It is for first mock which I appeared yesterday.
All right, very good, nice. Okay, Kapil, super. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks, Shriram.
Let's super good. Subranil. Hope I pronounced correctly.
Hi, Shri.
Hey.
Let me share my screen.
Yep. Anil Kumar Ray. What place is, man? Your DP, you have a picture? Himalayas?
My screen is visible to you?
It's from Sikkim.
Sikkim.
It's
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
We can see your
Visible.
screen, ShriLearning.
Yes, Subranil, visible. Thanks, Anil. Go ahead with the question. Read it out.
Yeah, this is the 7th number question. It is during the daily meeting. The project team has raised an impediment that one of the business SME is frequently changing the definition of done and expressed their fear that this is a sign of distrust. What should the project manager do? Then I have selected the answer. It is that they reminded the team continuous feedback to that before that iteration, we have decided what is the definition of done. And if it is the changing, so we need to stick on the definition of done what we have decided in earlier. So that's why I have selected the C, answer C. It is remind the team that continuous feedback is reminded the SME to keep the definition of done that was initiated agreed.
Initially agreed.
Yeah, it was but wrong answer. Answer was that important for the success. So I didn't get the answer.
Do you think the answer D is looking complete word, complete sentence? Important.
Actually, I don't think so.
Okay, let's see. During a daily meeting, okay, before that, are you working? What environment do you work for? What model of projects you work?
It's predictive only, not agile.
So not Marco, no, agile. Okay, nice. During a daily meeting, okay, the project team raised an impediment that one of the business subject matter expert is frequently changing a definition of. Do you think a subject matter expert can himself change a DOD?
No, actually, it is done by the, I think so, project
whole team, right?
owner.
You can't do individual, somebody cannot change it.
Yeah.
Okay, and they expressed their fear that this is a sign of distrust. Maybe SME says, I want this, I want that, keep on changing. Distrust is happening. Okay, what should a manager do? Answer A, remind the team to focus on their work and commit to speak with SME. Commit to speak with SME. Okay, this is what usual managers will do. B says, remind the product owner to support the team and speak with SME. This is a delegation of something happening. Remind the team that the continuous feedback is, remind the SME to keep the definition of done that was initially agreed. Remind the team that the continuous feedback is, somewhere some answers are, words are not having clear detail here.
Yeah.
Important for success. That is also not clear. Okay, scroll down. Let's see the justification, or maybe the question is wrong. Okay. What the justification says, remind the team that continuous feedback is important for success. See, important for success, the word should come. It is in project leaders' duties to make sure to receive feedback on regular basis and work on prioritization, changing stakeholder needs, and involve the team and the stakeholder in the accomplishment of the changes. This is part of the team empowerment process. In agile process, the definition of done can be changed. Yes, it can be changed. Remind the team to focus on their work and ignore the SME in the worst approach. The question is rational where developed in reference to. Okay, nice. So I feel the answer is somewhere some words are missing. Somebody's eaten the words. Okay.
Okay.
Remind the team that the continuous feedback is important for success. Okay, that is important. See, feedback is important. First thing, let me come out of this question. I'll tell you that definition of done will not change very frequently, which will disturb the team. But in a project, why we do retrospective in Agile is to see, are we really going in the right path? If it is not in the right path, we as a team sit and work out what can be done better. Inputs can be on the process, input can be on the product. So there is a high opportunity DOD can be upgraded. Nothing wrong in it, can be upgraded. But it should be a collective effort. The SME will give some of the inputs for DOD. What is DOD? DOD will have a checklist of what is called as completed. For example, acceptance criteria can be part of DOD. Quality check can be part of DOD. Or document verification after work completion can be part of DOD. In this, if SME is adding one more item or removing some item or tuning some item, it's part of the DOD process, which we have to go through in Agile. You cannot deny that. Okay. But in the answer, I'm not seeing the right wordings coming up there. Important for success is not a complete sentence. Answer C is also not complete. So before I go further, anyone think something different here? If not, I would recommend you to pass this question. I'll ask the team to work it out. There is something is missing there. It is not. It doesn't look complete for me. Please pass this question to support at ShriLearning. We'll fix this problem.
Okay.
Yeah, but a message you have to get is DOD can be upgraded, where we have to work as a team, not individually.
Right. And there is one simple question. Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sorry. Please
I think in the C answer, it got mixed up. So the remind the team that continuous feedback should have come to the D line, and then remind the SME to keep the definition of done. That way, it is a two answers mixed up.
Mixed up in C, is that right?
Yeah. C first part is actually the first part of D.
Yeah. Somehow someone tried a hybrid model answer. So that messed up. Please pass this question to support at ShriLearning. We'll fix it up.
Yeah. No,
Okay. Please go ahead.
I have very actually small next question is that halfway through the iteration, a major issue with the product hasn't surfaced. This would require immediate attention from the team. However, the time required to fix this issue is expected to be more than the time left in the sprint. What should be done now? So I thought that if any issue is surfaced and it is more than the iteration time, so it has to be go to product backlog, not sprint backlog. But the answer, actually I was wrong. The answer was that product owner adds an iteration, add an item to the product backlog. But answer is that product owner adds an item to the sprint backlog. So
happy to know that at least you're very clear on what happens in Agile on a regular basis. You're not working in Agile, right?
Right.
Good. What you said is correct. Where a new requirement comes in, new issues comes in, we will not take to the sprint which is currently happening. We will not disturb the team. That's called time boxing. And it's a time boxing, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or 4 weeks. A goal is set. For this goal, the team will work for 10 days. Until then, we will not disturb it. We'll add it in the refrigerator. That is our backlog. We'll pull it up later. But in this question, there is a keyword in the first line. What is the keyword?
In the halfway through the iteration?
No.
Major issue.
Major issue.
Okay. Right.
When major issue is happening, will you keep your food in the refrigerator or bring in the table?
Right.
It should come to the table, right? You cannot. That is why companies use Agile. The purpose of using Agile is when something is burning, we'll fix it right now. We will not tell that let us go to CCB. We'll think for it and come back. No, because the project itself come to Agile because it is complex and complicated. A normal project will not come to Agile. A project which is complex and complicated only come to Agile. When it is complex means it has a lot of uncertainty. When it has a lot of uncertainty, means a lot of risk is there. Risk means problems can happen. I know problems will come. So message here is, I know we have a time box. We should not disturb them. But when there is a major issue, this should be addressed. Now the question, Shriram, you said there is a goal, time box has been set. Team is working. Suddenly, if somebody come inject a work in between, will it disturb my sprint? Answer is yes, it will disturb the sprint. But the purpose of doing Agile is, the very important thing of doing Agile is to help our customer to meet the market in a competitive environment. I believe you all read the Agile principle. One of the principles is to help the customer to reach the market in a quicker stage. If that is the case, I cannot tell that, hey, we have finalized the goal, we are working. Whether you die or do whatever, I don't bother. I have to first complete this work. That is not the goal. The product owner is a representative of the customer himself. He or she is coming and telling, my house is burning, man. Please fix it. You cannot tell that I'll wait somewhere. So what they do here is, on these kind of situations, to handle it in a sprint, usually we will have some hours allocated for a support. Sometime we'll have it for support or error problem. When this kind of emergency issue comes in, they will take that, do a first aid to fix it. We have some time, 2 hours, 3 hours, and 10 days of time. In 10 days of time, 4 hours, 3 hours will be kept for supporting. This is one way of Agile working in the market currently. But what I will tell from the book's perspective is, from the book's perspective, the product owner has all the rights. The business representative has all the rights to stop the sprint, to interfere the sprint when there is a high value prioritization or emergencies happening. When there is a situation like this, that is a major issue, you can put your nose in and tell that, guys, we have a goal to do. I completely agree. But yesterday night, there was a security issue identified in Citibank.com. If we don't fix it in the next 3 days, Citibank.com share value will go down. What you'll do, you'll stop everything, do this first. Because this is a high value. This is called risk-adjusted entering items or risk-adjusted backlog. Got it?
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you.
But what you said first is the right scenario. That's how you work. What you see is a major issue. Keyword is major issue.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Sri. Thanks.
All right. Good. That's good. That's a good. Let's go. All right. That's good questions. Now let's go to some more people around Robin or random. Anyone have any other questions? Let me see if somebody from YouTube, some of you going for the exam who reach me the WhatsApp, time to now speak up. Some of you don't keep it, your discussions as very secret. Shriram, individually, privately, I'll talk with you. Possible, I can do that. But if you have a question, please bring it up. We'll discuss about it. Okay, quickly. People who go to March exam. Anyone here for March exam?
Yes, Sri, I need to go.
Oh, March. Date finalized?
Yes.
No. Actually, I have decided I need to do it before March 15.
Okay, March exam. Please put your hands up. Put your hands up.
I'm taking up on March 13th, Shriram. Anupama here.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 people here. Nice. Okay, quickly. I heard one voice. Shubhranil, I heard a voice. What is the date of your exam?
Actually, I didn't select the date, but most probably it is of 11th of March. Actually, I have called you last time. So
11th of March. So when is your full exam starting?
Most probably tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I will do this.
Why most probably?
Yeah.
Finalized? Okay. Okay, if 11th is your exam, yeah, right time to start away. You completed Rita, you completed Agile Practice Guide.
Right.
Very good. Nice. Go. You're working in Agile environment? You said no, right?
It's predictive.
But you are clear on Agile concepts. Very good. That's Shubhranil. Okay, nice. Proceed and keep me posted on your scores, full exam scores.
Yeah.
Keep in mind one thing for everyone here. When you take a full exam, don't take when you're tired and exhausted. You should take exam only when your brain is active. If you're not active, don't do it. If you are not active, you're tired, you watch a television, you went for a long travel, car driving, and something you're exhausted doing the exam, results will be so pathetic.
I do agree.
When you're only energy, yeah, Kapil.
No, you can continue. Sorry for it.
No, you want to say something?
No, I totally agree because day before yesterday, I attended office, and after attending office, I attempted my first mock. Since I had determined like I have to take by this date anyway. So after coming from office, I took it.
I know. We are working professional, pretty tough. Even, I'm not saying that you have to take a leave and take an exam. At least relax your mind, get ready, go for a walk, come back, take a good shower, and then sit for the exam. You're not going to do this lifelong. Hardly another 2-3 weeks you will do. Do it very good. When you're tired, exhausted, you know that, but human brain can work more. We are using only 2 to 5% of our brain ability. Then what about 90? We're not using it. So go for a walk, long walk, maybe 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes walk, come back, take a good shower, have some good food. Now sit for the exam. It'll be slightly sleepy. It's okay, but your body is good. Do that and do. Don't haphazardly start the exam. Straight away, go open the computer, start the exam. Somebody calls you, take the mobile phone. Somebody calls you, okay, give the food, eat some rotis, and then do the exam. Don't do that. Be sincere on what you do. That will help you. One. All right. I heard one other women voice here who said exam date. Sorry, I missed you. Who's that?
March 15th, Sri.
March 15th. Okay, Pavitra. March 15th. You are in touch with me, right?
Yeah.
How many full exams you've taken?
4.
Sorry?
4.
4 done. So you are working on tuning for the next 2 weeks of time.
Yeah, but the score is not going above 66.
That's fine. That's fine.
65, 65 and 66, 66.
What number will make you happy?
75.
Okay, so reaching 75, what you are doing?
I am doing gap analysis. So the thing is,
Very
like,
good.
every time when I attempt, I see that like 2-3 questions, same question gets repeated 3 times. Last mock it happened.
Okay.
So I didn't know the answer. Every time I chose all the 3 different answers, but the answer was other option. The 4th option was the right answer. So I missed.
How come same question repeating 3 times?
I had in the first mock also 2 times it got repeated. In the last mock, it got repeated 3 times.
3 times. Do you know the question? Which question repeated? Can you share that?
I can find it out from my.
Please. Share it. Will
That's there. In the mock, there are 1 or 2 questions which get repeated twice or thrice.
That's bad, right? It shouldn't happen. It spoils the game. Okay, please pass that questions which get repeated. Could be a mistakes there. We'll fix it up. It shouldn't happen, because if you do the same mistake all 3 times, it's bad. Also, you know the answer already. You'll choose it easily within 2-3 seconds. Not good.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll fix this problem.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, Pavitra. What else?
So gap analysis is helping me to do it better. But the thing is, like, I don't have a time management problem. I'm completing the exam 40 minutes early. All the 4 mocks I completed 40 minutes early. So the problem here is I get bored of reading questions.
Can you make somebody in your family read a question for you?
The thing is, like, I'm concentrating more on the first 60 and the last 60, but the middle 60 is like I make a lot of mistakes.
Okay, fine. Are you taking breaks between every 60 questions?
I'm taking, yes, I'm taking the break. A 10 minutes break. I'm taking.
Okay, nice. See, your scores are good, not so bad. I'm using the word good. I'm not using very good. The reason is there is a chance to improve for you because you have a lot of time. You said March 15th, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God, lot of time. You can aram say sit and work out, but if you want to prepone the exam, you can prepone, because only when you have an exam close to 10 days, your aggressiveness starts. Until then, it will be like little relaxed mode. When you come to
I have
March,
a health issue which I can't prepone the exam.
I'm sorry, what is that?
I have a health issue. I can't prepone the exam.
Okay, let's not do that. Now, what you do is go with the tuning the question reading ability. It is not about the subject knowledge. Sometimes our question reading ability has to work out. Like today in our discussion, we would have found certain words we could not see that when we were preparing for the exam. When you read in a relaxed mode, you will see those keywords.
Yeah, that happens actually. If somebody asks me a question, I analyze much better than whatever is there in Rita. But when I write my full exam, I make those mistakes again.
It happens. It happens. You go to textile store. If you want to choose a dress for someone else, you'll choose easily. When you want to choose for yourself, you'll search as color, this color, that color, design, model. You won't choose. 3 hours it will take to choose a dress. It's a human. It means that we are yet to come to the level of feeling that it's okay, even if it is wrong, fine. I will believe my intuition. That level you have to come.
Yeah.
That takes a little time, but you are there. Don't worry. That's Pavitra. Thanks, Pavitra. Any questions from you, Pavitra?
No, Shri. Yeah.
Perfect. Good. I'm seeing people here. Anyone else from March have any specific question?
So Shriram, Kapil here. So I am planning for 1st of March. I have a couple of questions. So one question is like, is it better to appear from Pearson Center itself, or the affiliated centers like some colleges would also be okay?
Good question. When you say you are in which city now?
As of now, I'm in Hyderabad, but I am planning to move Indore in the first week of March.
So you mean they don't have a direct Pearson Center in the place?
Yeah, they don't have. There is an engineering college which have the center over there.
I have mixed feel here. There's one woman who took in Mumbai. She had to go to a college. It was not good. There are a lot of students, noise coming in because they didn't do a noise reduction doors there. Sounds were there. And air conditioner was not working. She was writing exam without air conditioning for 4 hours, full sweating. It was a bad experience. I have other experiences. College really supported well for one of the person from different city. It went very well. So I could not comment on it. For this, people, what they do is they visit the center. You have an option to visit the center or call the center to understand what they do. Based on the response, you can decide how they are.
Okay. Actually, I wanted to appear in Hyderabad itself on 1st March, but I'm not getting the morning schedule slot. I'm getting it in post-lunch schedule, which I'm not preferring.
But you have only 12 days with you now. But
in Indore, it's easily available.
Available? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm just waiting, like if someone some slot, if I can find vacant in next 1 week, then I will anyway appear in Hyderabad.
Possible. It happens. If not, make someone to visit Indore to check the place. How is it?
Right.
Or put in our group, do anyone have taken the exam there? Or check with Rahul also, he may know somebody who took exam there. We will know the center.
Sure, I will
do that. But if it is non-associated with Prometric or Pearson, it is always good to check before you go there.
Sure.
Yeah, because a college is not so equipped in many places. They are okay, they run it. I think summer started, right, already?
Yeah, it's started.
Started, so be really careful on it. Okay. All right, good wishes for that, Kapil. Any other person from March?
Hi, Shri. I'm taking on 11th March.
11th March. Okay. Your full exam already started, right?
3 I completed like 3 weeks before. I have to take next week. You suggested me to take, and this week and the next week I'll be continue on the 10 marks question.
You are working on the tuning part.
Right.
Yeah. When I use the word tuning, when you take a 10 questions exam, you are having a timer in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you take a 10 question, you take time to sit and analyze the question one by one.
Yeah.
Which knowledge you are taking 10 questions?
I am taking all 5 times I'll take in one stretch. If I'm taking a schedule, I'll take all this 5 set in that first dates and the day 1. If I'm next day, I'll take different. So my scores will be around like 70, 80, and it will not be like 100 always.
That will not happen. 100 will not happen. Other question to ask you. Yeah, you're doing good job. That's good. In the tuning process, are you reading project manager roles and responsibilities?
Yes, I read 3 times now. Yeah.
Okay, read it. Are you able to connect that with the question?
Yeah, I'm able to figure out the approvals and who has to give up.
Is it helping you a little better to answer?
Yeah, project management perspective, not on my perspective, is definitely
very good. Yeah. This is the one I'm keep telling to people. Read the roles and responsibilities very carefully for everyone in this call, and also connect it with the PMI ethics. Please see PMI ethics also. Roles, responsibilities, PMI ethics. Understand this properly. Now go back to the constraints of scope, schedule, cost, agile, all factor comes in. But this basement is very important. Super, Basama. That's good.
Thank you.
Any other from March?
Hi, Shriram. This is Anupama.
Hey, Anupama.
I have booked the slot for March 13th, and I've taken 2 full exams. I've got 70, 71. So I plan to take another 3 to 4 exams over the next weekends. I've read Rita and Agile Practice Guide. So is there any, I've read them like almost twice.
I can see the scores are there. I can see the score says what you did. And are you working in Agile environment?
A sort of hybrid. Yeah.
Very good. Nice.
Terminologies, yes, we use, but not really the exact process.
Okay.
So,
you're good because exam is not purely Agile, not purely productive. You'll have mix of things. Also hybrid, a lot of questions will come. So you're in a good shape. Your scores are good, but point is never miss to analyze the question paper after you do 180 questions.
I've done that for the 2 sets.
Very good.
Next one I plan to take tomorrow, and then subsequently next week's. But is there any specific input which I have to follow for next 3 weeks? Because I think I have 3 weeks now for the exam.
What I say to Basama, you can follow that. Talking about the roles, responsibilities, ethics clearly, and then connecting this with the concepts what you learn. It is scope management, schedule management, what I believe is you may have some notes with you.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
have some
correct.
notes? Yeah. Now you understand the roles, responsibilities, and things, and then keep a habit of looking at the roles, what you written. I mean, the notes, what you written,
Okay.
and make a connection, connect the dots by understanding some story. Have a project in your mind, some project you can imagine a project. With that, if you connect all these concepts next 3 weeks, which will really help in the exam hall. In the exam hall, you can easily recall what you read and understood.
Okay. One more thing is I'm just finishing just on time. Actually, first time I had just 2 minutes, and second time I was like, I just finished. I mean, it actually closed automatically.
Is it
And
after the break? You use the
yeah,
break?
yeah, I have used a break. 10 minutes I have. I mean, not really at 60 question, but I took it at 70 question, something like that. Is my time management okay? Because
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. In main exams, I found many people say the questions are not so lengthy sometimes. It's moderate level. So you may read faster also. That to main exams, usually our acceleration will be very high. So don't worry about it. Close to 1-2 minutes, 5 minutes extra, those all will not have impact. When you have 20 questions pending, 30 questions pending, that's where the problem starts.
Okay, okay.
If not, you are fine. You are good to go.
Okay, Shriram. I'll keep in touch with you after my next 2 mock exams.
Please do that. Please do that.
Thanks, Shriram.
All right. All right. That's good. That's for the March.
Hi, Sriram.
So, Shriram, one more thing.
Prithvi, I will listen to Prithvi and come back. Yes, Prithvi.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sriram, I planned for March last week. No, I haven't booked. Regarding my progress on studies, I have completed around 60% of RETA. I haven't started Agile, but recently in October, I have given the ACP exam, PMA. So that's why I kept aside. I want to, I mean, I have confidence that I can complete within 2-3 days.
Yeah, you can.
So that's the reason. So is it okay if I plan for March last week? And plan is that at least March first week, I want to give first full mock.
Okay, possible. Since you did already your ACP, you should be pretty good on Agile segment. Nothing to worry there.
Yes.
But at the same time, you should be a little clear on the concepts of PMP very well.
Yeah,
so
it's becoming difficult compared to ACP. I mean, at the time of ACP, I was habitual of using Agile. That's why everything was clear. Only situations sometimes creating difficulty, but here understanding basic itself having a lot of difficulty.
Tough. It's a bigger subject, lot of content. So you are going to plan by March 1st, 2nd, you're going to start a full exam, which means you hardly have 2 weeks with you. Within these 2 weeks, you have to plan your way, you have to complete your book.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't expect that you will learn everything, then only you will start your first full exam.
Okay.
Which will be too late. I would say, your timeline will come. You feel that enough, stop there and start your full exam.
So
Score high, low, that's okay. Then you go back and read.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a point.
Then I will give one full mock at least in the next week. So that I can
not needed next week. Complete reading by March 1st and take it. You said March last is your full exam, right?
Yes.
Main exam.
I haven't booked it. By giving the first mock exam, I will plan for date and I will.
Okay, nice. Do that. All right, that's good. I heard something from Kapil. Yes, Kapil.
So Shriram, my second question was, I'm planning to give exam final on 1st of March, and I took my first mock day before yesterday, and the next mock I'm planning to take tomorrow. First mock I scored 63, and I'm planning to finish 4 more mocks in coming 8 days.
Yes. Your time is pretty short line, because if you see March 1st is an exam, you started the right timeline, but today and again next other 2-3 days, you have to do every 2-3 days gap, you have to keep doing one full exams. That should continue.
All right. So yeah. So I'm planning the same way. Like every third day, I'm planning to appear on the full mock. And I have taken work off also for coming 4 days for the same.
Okay. That's nice. You're on the right track. scores should start improving as you analyze the question paper.
Yeah, today 40 question mock I scored very well. So I'm feeling like first mock I did the mistake of appearing in the exam after office hours. So I shouldn't have done that.
Yes. So when you take exam, 60 questions at a time. It's not for Kapil, for everyone. 60 questions at a time. You spend 60 questions, energy, that's it. Then break. 10 minutes break, compulsory. Go, walk out, take fresh air, eat something, come back, again next 60 questions, again next 60. When you do that 60 questions at a time, your brain focus better and your scores will improve. You start seeing that 180 I have to do, you get scared, you don't do properly. As Kapil said that, don't do when you're exhausted. Do only when you have energy. There are some people, what they do is, they plan that week. That week, they wake up by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning, start the exam, complete it, and then they get a little time from office and go to office a little later. That's also possible. Because after the day, evening, you get exhausted. By morning, you may be a little fresh. It's up to you to plan. But do in a way when you are active and your brain is very active. Good, Kapil. You keep proceeding, but keep me posted on your scores, what's happening.
Sure.
All right. If that's for the March, anyone for March?
Yes, Kapil. Sorry, yes, ShriLearning. I'm planning for 16th. I'm not booked yet, but 16th is my final date.
You can book. You have a lot of time. You have 28 days with you. You can book now.
Okay, sure. Thanks.
Once you book it, your momentum will pick up more highly.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that. Proceed on.
Hi,
And
Shri.
secondly, check for the slots availability and your preferred time, because I am facing the same issue. I'm not getting the morning slot when I'm planning to book with 15 days early.
Yeah. It's in any specific city like Bangalore, Mumbai?
No, I'm talking about Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. Okay. Hyderabad is also full right days. Okay. Not sure whether
It's
centers
even March also, you will hardly get 3 or 4 days only. And that too, afternoon slots. Morning slots are all full.
But one of the suggestions I'm giving, this classes, we are conducting this weekly test to improve the proctor-based exam. If you have a proper internet and power supply at home, proctor also works really well at your comfort. But again, it's purely your comfort and availability. Think that also. Okay. I could go to April batch. Anyone here? Before that, Shubhnil, I see you put your hands up. Anything you want to say?
Yeah. Hi, Shri. Actually, I have checked that I have an issue with the agile part because I am from predictive.
Okay.
So can you please give me some suggestion that how to improve this
agile part, right? What I felt today, as you discuss agile, you have clarity. You are not far behind. You have much clarity. Now, agile, you no need to go separately and sit and read. Every chapter of Rita book has agile concepts.
Okay.
So what you can do is, if it's scope management, in scope management, last 2-3 pages talks about agile. If you go to schedule management, last 1 or 2 pages talks about agile. So you can read those couple of pages, all 2 pages. Total 10 chapters, hardly 20 pages. 20 to 30 pages, if you read 2 times or maybe 1 time, you're super good. Nothing more needed. You have the knowledge. What I felt today and observed your question, you have clarity. Yeah, nothing to worry. You are on the right track. Keep moving forward.
Yeah, thanks, Shri. Thanks.
Perfect. Vinay, I saw you speaking up. You want to say something?
Yes, I want to say I'm getting problem in a agile domain, and sometimes not mostly interpretation of the question regarding with the agile. I'm getting
tricky.
So how to get rid of this problem? And I'm planning to give the exam by last week of the March.
Okay,
got you. The slot till not.
Got you. So if you want to get real agile essence, I believe you have the book called Mike Griffith, the PDF.
Yes.
In this book, go to the chapter number 1. In chapter number 1, there is something called agile principles.
Okay.
You will see 12 principles. I was explaining to Mohammed Yusuf in few minutes back, where it will be 12 paragraphs, which talks about agile mindset. Why we do in this way. It's been given in the agile principles.
Okay.
Why we have to do, why we have to deliver faster, why we have to accept a error in between the project work and stop all the work, focus on error. Why?
Okay.
This clarity you will get when you read the principles clearly. Now, when you learn the principles clearly, Now, any question comes in Agile, your brain knows that there is a reason for doing this. Now, your brain will accept it and start answering. Now, the problem with Agile is our brain don't accept it because we're used with one way of working at office.
Okay.
And suddenly paper says that when a customer asks for the requirement change, do the change immediately. Your brain, why should I? Your brain won't accept it. So read those principles carefully and then go back to the question. I'm sure you'll be able to answer well.
Okay. And my next question is to improve my reading ability or to understand the questions more perfectly. What I'm doing, I'm going to read the Rita chapter second time, attempting the question given in the Rita book,
Possible.
then going to the online chapter wise.
Possible. Yeah.
So if everything goes well, I'm just trying to improve my thing, then I will go for the 40 test.
Possible. Yeah, it happens. That's a way. That's a way. Sure, it'll help.
Where I'm lagging behind, sometimes I never not able to understand the question properly at that moment. But once I come out of that moment and then I see again the question, that gets clear to me.
Yeah.
So giving attempt to more question will help me to improve my reading ability for such type of questions.
Absolutely to do that. What you're planning to do is a good idea. When is your main exam? You said date planned?
I didn't finalize my date, but I'm targeting the last week of the March. It
Then
may
you
be
have
near about
40
29 or 30.
Okay, you have 40 days with you. You can use next 10-15 days for tuning only tuning. Once you tune it, then you go for the main exams.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. What you said is right. I'm fine with what you're saying.
Okay.
Super good. Right. Let's quickly understand with the rest of the people who didn't reply anything. How many of you are going for April here?
Hi, Sriram. Yeah, Sriram.
Yep.
I have contacted you in the WhatsApp as well regarding this same question.
Okay, please go ahead.
Yeah, actually, my scores are not improving. Yeah, it's means today out of 40, I got 20, and even in the last week also same. I have gone through all the mentioned topics twice. I have reviewed the PMBOK guide 6 and Agile practice guide and PMBOK 7. But
wait. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So you went to what all the books?
PMBOK 6 and Rita book and also Agile practice guide.
Very good. Rita, what edition you did? Read?
What's that? I think 10th edition.
10th edition. Okay, latest one. Very good.
Yeah.
You did a chapter test also in the Rita book?
Yes. So what I'm doing, I'm reading the chapter again and taking 10 questions set.
Nice.
And analyzing the answers.
Very good.
But I'm getting only 5 or 6 only correct. So still I am not confident.
Out of
10.
Out of 10. That's fine.
Yeah.
Today exam?
Today I scored 20 out of
that's
40.
Fine. 50%. Okay. That's okay.
50% only.
Okay, that's okay. It's not only. It's okay. You're getting it. Okay. Don't feel bad.
Yeah.
What domain you work for?
I'm into IT.
Okay.
Yeah. I work in Agile only.
Agile you're working. In Agile, what is your role?
I'm working as a technical lead.
Lead here. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Nice. So you know the taste of Agile.
Yeah.
You are reading the books or read the book already.
Yes.
Now the scores not going higher, faster. That's a question, right?
Yes.
So it's not only you, Mallikarjun. It is a bunch of people. Same level they will be. If I ask you people here, they'll tell the same level. That's a way it works. But when is your main exam planned?
Actually, I'm thinking to take in the month of April, first week.
To April. Okay, you have solidly 45 days with you, or 50 days you have.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep April first week. If April first week means 50 days you have. In 50 days, you will start your full exam only by March 10 or 15. Okay. Let's keep March 10, you will start your full exam. You have nearly 22 days with you right now. In this 22 days, you should not think too much of the question paper. You have to think of areas which you don't know. You have to go and read.
Okay.
Without reading, if you keep on taking the question, will not improve. Will improve a little bit, but only while reading will it improve. It's something like this. You have to do exercise. Once in a while, you have to see the mirror, how the body is getting formed. Always standing near the mirror will not help us, right? So I know you want to improve the score. For that, you don't keep on taking the test. Give a park, hold it. Next Saturday only we have 40 questions. Till this time, don't take any question. Only sit and read what all area you don't know. Focus one at a time. And then come back and take test. Chances are things will improve. Or every alternate day, you can take some test which Rahul is posting in the WhatsApp. I'm just giving this to you, not for everyone. I'm telling. If somebody is worried his scores are not going high, stop taking the test. There are some people addicted with the question papers, always answering. Keep on, and they think that more they answer, they'll improve. Yes, it will. I'm not denying it. But you have to spend some time for reading also. If you don't read, it won't improve. So please work out on the areas which you are doubtful. You said you read Rita 6th edition, 7th edition, not needed. I would have said in the class, take one book, read it properly, spend time. Instead of putting energy in here and there, you put in one book, read it again. Go back and read the concepts which you don't understand. Asking question back to Mallikarjun. Have you read the project manager roles and responsibilities clearly?
Yes, Shriram.
You know everything very well. Very good.
Yeah.
Have you read the PMI ethics clearly?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yes.
If you take a white paper, can you write down what all a role, top 2-3 roles, what all 2-3 responsibilities, connecting a dotted line with ethics? Can you do that?
No, Shrim, I have not tried. I'll do that.
Try that.
Yeah.
Because while you read, you feel like you understood because it's an English word. Like reading a news, you also read it. But how much it has stayed in your brain? Answer will be very less. It doesn't stay in your brain. It was in the mouth. It was in the eyes when you read, but in a brain, very less. So take a white paper, start drawing project manager roles, put 2-3 roles, not all, there will be number of items, 2-3, responsibilities 2-3, ethics 2-3. See how it's connecting. There's a groundwork. If you do, your things will start improving. Okay, that is another way.
Okay.
I'm just giving hint of one. Like this, you can do more. In scope management, we have something called WBS. We have product backlog, how these all connected. So some paper, pencil, and writing also will help.
Okay.
Yeah, but do it, but it'll improve. You have a lot of time. Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Keep me posted on your scores regularly.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. What we'll do is quickly, I know time is up. People going for April. Do I have somebody here for April?
Yes, Shriram.
Deepak. Okay, good.
Yes, Shriram.
What is the date for the April, Deepak?
I'm planning to for 1st of April, but I have not started the process or not send the application for a review yet.
Okay. Okay. You are in the WhatsApp group?
Yes, I'm in the WhatsApp group.
Nice. Okay, you can start it. You can start it. How is your reading plans?
I would say I'm like just in the early stages. I'm yet to cover a lot.
Okay.
I'm the beginning. Yeah.
It's okay. Go step by step. April is good time. You have 40 days with you, but it will feel like 40 days. Suddenly it will run.
Yeah. Yes.
Before you blink, 2 weeks will run.
Yes. Yeah. That is what I'm worried about. Yeah.
Pick up reading. Pick up reading. Pick up reading. What is the nature of a job?
It is like currently I'm into this hybrid model. Like we are following both agile as well as predictive approach. So I'm from manufacturing.
So you are busy with your family and office both?
Yes. Yeah. The project I had a project which was pretty tight till recently. So now I have some time. Yeah.
You are the one help your children to go to school?
No, not exactly.
Do you help your children? Do you help your children for homework?
Yes. Yeah, I do that. Yeah.
I go there. Okay. So you have your own time per day, at least 1 hour?
Yes, I have that. Yes.
Okay. Try if you can increase to 2 hours, things can get better.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
All
right. Good, Deepak. Ramya.
Yeah, hi, Shriram. So I'm planning to take exam in the month of April, Shriram, like April 15th.
Very good.
Yeah, so I have finished 50% of Rita and 50% of Agile.
Nice.
So initially I gave 40 question 2 mocks, and I scored just 45%. So I parked taking exams, and I'm concentrating on reading and taking questions. I'm in chapter wise questions.
Perfectly.
So I'm planning
once to revise whatever I have read and take a mock maybe tomorrow or day after.
Very good. No, what you're doing is right. Absolutely right. Follow the same pattern. Once you start your full exams or getting 3 weeks before the exam, please start communicating with me in the WhatsApp.
Sure.
Right? We'll know where you are. But application is submitted?
Yes, application is submitted and it went through audit and yeah, everything is done. It's been approved.
Okay, very good. Nice. Super. That's good. With Ramya. Yogita.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm planning for actually, I have actually given date is 5th May. Please don't, I
5th May?
Yeah, exact date 5th May I put for myself.
Okay.
And I want to take it in April. That's what I'm planning. March, why not? Because I have my son's exam.
Son exam goes pre-early.
Yeah, priority, definitely.
Okay.
Though he's in 4th class, but yeah, priority, still priority.
Understood. Okay, great. Reading ability, how is it?
So I'm reading, but my problem is that when I read, I don't forget the concept, but when I go to a question, I get confused. I've been honest with you. I go to the question what I've chosen before, that answer will be correct, but I'll choose something else. And there my mark. This is the one problem is going on continuously in weekly things, and even in chapter-wise test also.
That's tough. So how to improve? What is the plan?
I'm thinking of rereading again. I'm actually planning to do it twice. Like once this chapter also, I don't know, is it a good approach or bad? But I did same chapter in Rita, same chapter. I was planning some consumption, even in the PMPO, that book, PMO book 6, that one also. I was planning both the sides to
Okay.
book, right?
You're reading both. Okay.
I'm actually, when I'm seeing this, because most of the answer what I've seen are answered or captured from the PIM book they mention always in this replies of the answer. So whenever I take test, I'll go to the replies also. And
the reason is the PIMBOK edition get published every 4 or 5 years once. So the next edition came PIMBOK 7. Whereas Rita, they keep on publishing editions, 9th edition, 11th edition, 10th edition, keep happening. So every question they try to keep a connection to the PIMBOK because that's a primary source of content. That's why you have it. But when you read both a chapter here and there, do you feel more confident?
Yeah, I feel because when I'm able to connect, I don't know why, maybe I'm weird, I don't know, maybe people are doing like this or not. But I think I'm always been like this. I always compare and understand and read and trying to make it by my practical life also. But I've because been working in projects, few things I'm not able to connect the dots.
If it helps, read it, but that should not confuse you. That will be a little careful on it. But I'm sure it won't confuse you. It will be very clear.
No. It's not confusing at all. I've been upfront, honestly, because it's not confusing at all.
Perfect.
My problem is my time, my dedication to the.
I understand. Got you. Okay. Good wishes. Keep working. Let know for any help.
Yes, sure. And when should I submit my application?
You can do right away. You are in any of the WhatsApp group, March, April batch?
Yes. April batch.
April batch, right? Start from there. Start your application all the way.
Okay, sure.
At least that work will be over.
Yeah, actually, what I'm thinking, if I fill this, it will be stuck in my mind. I have to give exam. It'll become serious.
Yeah. Once you complete, you'll be free of that as well.
Yes.
Super. Good wishes.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. I think that's for the day. Anyone else for the April? If not, let me see any question. Yeah, please.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm Geeta. I'm planning to take the exam in April. I have already read once Rita and Agile, but I'm not confident because I couldn't grasp more. I'm from HR background. So again, I started reading Rita 10th edition, and I'm planning to read Agile one more time. Scores are not improving because I'm only taking the 60 minutes mock test every week, which you are conducting. 58, 59 is my scores. So planning to take the exam in April 22nd, but not yet confirmed because after the first full mock test only I can plan the dates. And I'm in the meantime, preparing for this application form also because I'm not working in a particular project. So there also I'm a bit stuck up again. I'm into HRBP kind of role.
Yeah.
So I spoke to Rahul and I'm facing a bit difficulty with that.
Okay. First understanding with you. Are you reading the book?
Yeah, I'm still reading. Every day I'm reading the book.
Nice. Are you taking chapter test in Rita?
Yes.
Analyzing
Yes.
the questions after the test.
Yeah, that also I'm doing. Yes.
Very good. Very good. Which means you are in the right track. It takes its own digestion time.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay. So you should give the time for it. Maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks it'll take. It should get inside your brain and you have to start feeling those concepts aligned well. Until then, it'll be like time consumption. You have to wait for it.
Okay. So April is the right time, right? I could.
You can. April is a good enough, sufficient time. By next month, this time will be good, but don't miss to take the weekly test. Don't miss to read the chapters regularly, daily. If you do that, by April middle or March middle, you'll be in a good shape.
Okay. Yes, Sri.
You're in the right process. Nothing to worry. Just follow them.
Yeah. Sure. Thanks. Yeah.
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 All right. That's good. That's from good people. All right, guys. Thanks all for being here. Today it's pretty lengthy, longer because we don't have a PMP session today. A new batch is starting tomorrow. That is tomorrow 6 p.m. The first new batch is starting. Let know if any of your friends willing to join and listen. We may even host it in the YouTube, LinkedIn. Probably you can listen. Or you feel you want to sit and watch, you can. All welcome. So thanks for being here. And next week when we come here, we will tune more on what we are reading. And let's see how scores are coming up on next week. I appreciate all your time here. People in the YouTube, thanks for watching. Leave your questions in the comment section. We'll come back and answer to you. Thanks all. Have a great day.
Thank you, Shri. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shri.